I object. I'll explain the suit and tie here in a minute, but first I want to address all of the people that have gone through Valor withdrawals over the last couple of days. You know, it's been so long. I'm used to one video a day. Where have you been? I'm fine. I'm still alive, and I'm still here. Go lay down. Go on. Go on. But in my little hiatus from YouTube, I had plenty of time to pick somebody to pick on, but I didn't do that. I didn't pick anybody. I don't even have a target video to rant about. Instead, I'm going to continue my my debate topic that I was going to do against Bible Truth 9, but since it's becoming more and more apparent that he's not possessing of any balls, I'm just gonna go ahead and make my arguments here. I briefly, well, first, if you didn't see my practice opening statement, go take a look at that. Yeah, it's worded poorly, and I've done better in case there is an actual debate in the future. It has been reworded, but I'm not going to repeat myself because I hate doing that. Part of my argument I also covered in my apparently popular video, Religion of Atheism Win, in which I go about talking about the Kalam argument. Now, as an actor, more than capable of playing a TV lawyer, I believe that the law is all we have. And, the law says that matter can neither be created nor destroyed. So that leaves us with two options. Either one, the universe and all of the matter contained therein was created by some supernatural being that can break the law and do whatever he wants, except prove his existence and show himself before his creation and I don't know, answer prayers, that sort of thing. Or two, all of the matter in the universe has simply always existed. I covered that briefly in my last video. I really don't feel the need to repeat myself. I just wanted to throw in that lawyer line and wear the suit. But I also talk about in the video, my practice opening statement, that God only exists if you want him to exist and need him to exist, and I'm going to elaborate on that further. We have to go back in time here, and before the dawn of scientific observations. And people had questions such as, you know, what is that big glowing ball in the sky? And I would imagine that the common answer to that question is, I don't know, but I know someone who might. And then the second person would take the questioner to the town prophet, who explained that that is the almighty light God, and that we must pay homage to him so as not to anger him, because he gives us light and he gives us warmth. And the existence of God or gods or a pantheon of gods or whatever was necessary to answer questions like that. Where did the world come from? Well, God pulled it out of his ass. That's where it came from. Much the same way that I'm pulling answers out of my ass. But today, if we fast forward to today, God is unnecessary. A child can ask questions. What is that big glowing ball up in the sky? And because of scientific observation and scientific analysis and you know, all the other bullshit out there, we can explain to that child that that's the sun. It's a star. It's a very close star to us. That's why it's so big and so bright and so hot, because it's so very close. It's a star, and all stars are huge balls of burning gas, and the world circles around the sun. It goes around the sun once a year. We can tell children these things. You know, questions like, where did the world come from? Well, it's a huge rock that is hurtling through outer space at incredible speeds. It came from the Big Bang. Billions and billions and billions of years ago, everything in the universe was compacted in a small point, and everything was rubbing together, and it got really hot and exploded, and one of the things that came out of it was the Earth. God is unnecessary. God is obsolete. But God, all of the questions that used to be answered only by God can now be answered by science. From this, I can say that God is science. God is polio vaccines and flu shots and pacemakers and MRI machines and artificial hearts. Medical conditions that used to be left in the hands of God are now left in the hands of highly trained and qualified medical professionals. I can answer almost any question with anything but God. I imagine that all religions got their start the same way. People had questions, and prophets had answers.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.